Hey guys, it's Cash, and today I want to talk about generational karma and generational trauma that's just passed down through generations. So, this is a big thing that got me into this situation that I found myself in Miami, because a lot of the things that happen there are in some strange way connected to things that happened when I was first born. So just a brief summary of the beginning, the first 4 years of my life. My grandma's second husband was a henchman for a known political figure in Joliet, Illinois. And, some things happened with that situation that resulted in people going to prison. And that story was just kind of like, local folklore or whatever. Like, everybody knew the story, everybody knew what happened, but for my family, it was kind of like embarrassing. It was something that we just like wanted to move on from and forget about, because, the guy that my grandma was married to had a hit on his life while I was, going to school and stuff, and it was in the papers, and it was just something that my family tried to, get away from and just forget about. So I found myself in my life, no matter how much I tried, because when you're born into a controversial situation and chaos, you're no stranger to that type of environment. You're no stranger to those type of behaviors. So when things are calm and things are normal, you'll probably find yourself creating some type of chaos just out of nothing, because that is what you're used to. So I found myself throughout my life, putting myself in chaotic situations, putting myself around chaotic people. I had about a 6-year run from like 16 to 22 where I really hung out with like some hardens. These were like my homeboys from back home. And luckily I didn't get in any trouble, and then when I turned like 23, 24, I said, okay, I'm just kind of gonna let this go. I'm gonna try to do something different, make something better of my life. I still kept in contact with these people. They were my friends and stuff, but I felt like if I stayed in that energy, that something was going to potentially happen to me, or I was going to get in trouble or something. So I kind of evolved out of that. I was still dancing and doing entertainment and stuff like that, but I was trying to like go to school and just do something different. So when I moved to Miami, the person that I moved down there with told me, you're coming down here to start fresh, to do something different. You can be anybody you want to be. People move to Miami to become anybody that they want to be. Okay, so I kind of took that and I was like, okay. And I took my stripper persona, my entertainer's persona, and I just made it who I was all the time. Okay, so I was basically playing this character of this socialite, carefree, out every night, dresses cute, things like that. And I mean, as far as me, yeah, I like to dress up, I like to dress cute, but I'm kind of a bitch and I like to be comfortable. So I was not really being authentic to who I was. And that's why I can talk about authenticity, and I notice when people are not being authentic right away, is because for 4 years I pretty much was playing a character myself. I noticed a lot of fake shit in Miami that I never really called out, because I was being like this prima donna princess, person. And like I had these people coming at me like, they were gangsters and criminals and stuff like that. Like, I lived that life. Like, I already experienced that. I know what an actual criminal is like, what the prototype is for a criminal, you know, and like I've evolved out of that energy. So when all of this stuff was happening to me in Miami, I found it kind of funny because these people, they think that they're like gangsters or whatever, but they're working for police. They're working for government agencies. They're working under, you know, other people that are working for government agencies. So there's just a lot of like fake things going on today in today's society, and people just need to be aware of that like if you are chasing for that fame and that success and stuff like that, it also comes with a lot of things like a lack of freedom. And because your every move is basically being watched and controlled at all times by somebody. So how can I put this? Okay, so with the whole gang stalking thing, they obviously wanted to catch me up on something. I wasn't doing anything wrong out there that was outside of my contract that I provided for anybody. I was not running an illegal business in the state of Miami, but they were still messing with me. They were trying to catch me up on stuff, you know, put me in legal trouble, you know, false restraining orders, just trying to set me up in situations like social bias situations where they could call me a racist or a homophobe or things like that. They were trying to get me in trouble with cancel culture, whatever. I've been canceled like 3 times already, so I'm really not worried about cancel culture. But so with this, like, it's just a lot of fake shit. Like, if you are gang stalking for the police, and this is something that people really need to know, you are not a gangster. You are working for the police. You are an informant in a way. I had people, like, they would come up and skateboard aggressively towards me. And the same person, because I had called it out in a video, tried to run a psyop on me. I went to Walgreens, and this person was aggressively riding by me on a skateboard when I got there, and then when I came out. And then as I was coming out, when he did it this time, a cop was coming down the street and just watching the whole altercation to see if I would like swing on him or something. Obviously I didn't, but there was just a lot of that going on, like a lot of that like fake perpy gangster bullshit. So you need to be vigilant out here. If you are doing anything, you know, of a criminal matter, like, you can't really trust anybody like that anymore, because people, they have their own motives and stuff, and they will stab you in the back in a heartbeat. So with that said, I hope that everybody has a wonderful, happy new year. Stop with the fake shit. We see through you, and that's it. God bless.